This is shaping up to be just a real rough year for the LA Kings. They just cannot seem to do anything right at all. We're playing the Canucks. This is the first of a, I think, 7-game stretch against the Pacific. So these are all 4-point games. This is where, if the Kings win, they manage to jump pretty high, at least in their division. And that's really all that matters at the end of the season is, are you going to make it past enough teams in your division to get those top playoff spots there? Because the rest of the league doesn't really matter unless it's wild card, which, let's face it, is looking iffy even that for the Kings this season. But this is a huge important stretch, and we start with a team that has lost 8 straight games at Staples Center. And of course, they snapped their streak this game. Of the players that scored today on the Canucks, the first 2 scored their first goal in the season. You're welcome. Everything was bad. The first period was, well, quite frankly, boring. Really nothing happened. We got a power play with like a minute and a bit left, so it was a split power play, and whatever momentum we might have gained, yeah, that's funny, we didn't have by the beginning of the second period, and there you have it. About 5 minutes in, they scored their first goal. Inevitable, it appeared. It was loss of coverage, I believe, on some of their players in front of the net, and it's 1-0. But to the Kings' credit, they didn't give up, which is something that I've seen this season that I hadn't in several seasons past, where they give up a goal and they kind of collapse because they know the rest of the game is just going to get worse and worse. Well, this one didn't. We managed to get a power play, and Drew Doughty had a stunning goal. Thank you, Drew Doughty. We're just talking about how we needed him to step up, and sure enough, there he is, gets the pass from Kopitar, who we were also talking about needing to step up quite significantly. So that manages to sail through a bunch of traffic. No wonder their poor goalie Malmstrom didn't see it, and bam, back of the net. It's a tied game. That's exciting. There's some life there. Awesome. Of course, immediately after that, they play one of the worst shifts I've ever seen in hockey, like ever. Only thing that could have made it worse is if they actually had given up a goal, which thankfully they didn't. So that happened. And then they got a power play goal, which, wow, our power plays have been terrible. I'm sorry, our penalty kills have been terrible. Do you remember when our penalty kill was literally the best in the league at like 89% or something ridiculous? Actually, it may have been in the low 90s. Our penalty kill was literally killer. Well, not literally. It was figuratively killer. And it was brutal for any other team on it. They couldn't even set up a play. And this time it's like 8 seconds in. Or maybe that was Daddy's goal, was 8 seconds into their power play, but their penalty kill. But either way, in the last 6 times the Kings have had a penalty kill, 5 of them have been converted on. That's really bad math, guys. Yeah, very, very concerning. So this was a tic-tac-toe kind of thing where the toe ended up being the last thing they needed to be in the net, and it's 2-1, of course. Miraculously, however, again, the Kings managed to come back from it, and this was Luff. Oh my gosh, this kid is amazing. He has 3 goals in 3 games, which, you know, is a totally realistic expectation for the rest of the season. He can keep that going, right? Totally, that's fine. So he got the stretch pass from Hagelin, mostly alone here in the Canucks zone there, and he gets Malmstrom to bite. He comes out a little bit, and then he dekes around, and bam! Right around back of the net, baby. Boom. Whew. Wow, I really like Luff. I'm not going to do Luff puns because they have been all over Twitter tonight, and it's just not necessary for me to add any more. So, I like Luff a lot. Then we get to the third period, and it's pretty even again. Kings are actually, I'm not going to say playing well, but, you know, it's relative. When both teams are not very good, they make each other look, it looks more exciting because they're both playing kind of the same level of hockey. We're not getting totally steamrolled, so that was really nice. And then with a little over 9.5 minutes left, we really need to stop leaving players alone by the net because they're going to score. And this is the kid that's probably going to win the Calder this season for best rookie. So especially don't leave him alone by the net because that's just not going to go well. And it didn't. And it's 3-2. And had it been any other season where the Kings were playing, I'd say 3-2, 9.5 minutes. That is plenty of time. The Kings can come back from that. They're just good enough. But this season, I really had no hope. And I was right. Sure enough, we get a power play. We're gifted a power play. It was a delay of game or too many men. They had a couple of those tonight. Total amateur hour mistakes from the other team that we should have been able to just kill them on and didn't. They got the empty net goal instead because we thought it'd be a good idea to do 6-on-4 because 5-on-4 was clearly going so well. No, it wasn't, guys. It wasn't. I don't know what you're thinking. So empty net goal with still a minute and something to go. And so you're just playing that rest of that minute knowing that you're going to lose this game again and you're not getting any better. And what is happening to this team? Kopitar is non-existent. Jeff Carter, where did he go? Doughty, I said, needed to step up and he did. But it used to be when Drew Doughty was on the ice, no one was getting past him. No one was even getting through that zone. It just was not happening. And I'm not seeing that anywhere near as much anymore. I know that we have our fourth string goalie in tonight. And with both Campbell and Quick out, it is going to be a rough time of it. But the team in front of our goalies used to be able to do better for the goalies in net there. That's an incredibly difficult job. And Peterson did okay tonight, but this is his 5th NHL game. And he deserves better than what the rest of the team was giving him. Because the rest of the team half of the team are veterans. And I should be seeing more from guys like that. The kids I saw stepping up were the new kids who really want to kind of make their name on the team. And that's great. Except that it's not enough when only 3 or 4 players are actually getting you results. So that's my rant for tonight. I'm sure I'll have another one tomorrow because we have another game against the Oilers. So we get to see what McDavid is going to do to our poor defense. It's not going to go well. It's really, really not.